Hello and welcome back to another video. It is now near the end of May and I've got no more shoots planned, so I can show you all the photos that I took this month. I have technically done 3 shoots this month, but the second and third shoot kind of fit together as they were both on a trip away from home. My last video was about this trip and it's completely different from what I usually do. And I actually done a video like this before, just over a year ago, and it's basically like a digicam vlog, you know, like one of those crappy old really bad quality digicams. I done a vlog on one of those. Go watch it if you wish. You don't have to. I pretty much only put it up there for memory purposes, but if you want to watch it, then you can go ahead and do so. But anyway, the first shoot that I done in May was when I bought an adapter to be able to use the Helios 44-2 on the Nikon ZF. I will make a video dedicated to this whole setup soon, so be sure to look out for that. Anyway, I brought along my gear to a short fishing trip that I went on with my friend Ryan. The photos aren't like award winning or anything, and the bokeh isn't super swirly, but it still does look quite nice. And the images definitely got better as the shoot went on, as I was remembering how to actually use this Helios lens, as there is sort of like a formula that you have to do to be able to get those swirly bokeh images. I also wasn't exactly focusing on taking photos this shoot, I was more so just, you know, seeing a friend and decided to take a camera along with me. So these photos aren't like the best, and you know, there aren't loads of them. I think the last photo is the one that looks the best and has that, you know, more classic Helios look, as the bokeh is swirly, there's good subject separation, and the overall image just looks nice. However, I did notice something with this lens that I haven't noticed before, and that is at the bottom of the images, and kind of just the corners in general, but mainly the bottom of these images, it's extremely soft. I feel like it never done this before when I was using this on my GFX, but to be fair, that was a couple years ago, so I could just be remembering it completely wrong. The next shoot or shoots in May were from a trip to Warrington for Jen's 22nd birthday. On this trip, I brought the Nikon ZF, the Helios 44-2 and the 28mm 2.8. I'm a bit disappointed with how little I actually shot on this trip. I was kind of just prioritising shooting video with the digicam so I can make the video that I made, and because of that, the ZF just kind of stayed in my bag and didn't really come out. However, I did use it on 2 occasions, and the first one was when I wanted to test the Helios lens even more, so me and Jen went out and found a location and just took these photos here. We went to an area that was pretty much just perfect to get swirly bokeh with this lens, as there was a lot of trees, but then also light coming through the trees, and it was just, you know, a gorgeous day to shoot. And once again, these images are soft in some areas, but you know, what can you expect from a 40-year-old lens? The lighting, colours, beautiful model and unique lens have created for some really nice photos, and it's definitely something that I want to shoot more with in the future. I definitely want to do at least 1 or 2 more shoots with this lens before making the dedicated video about it, but even just from doing this shoot and, you know, a little bit of the last shoot, I think this is going to be a lens that I use just continuously. A few days after I got those photos, me and Jen then went to Chester Zoo, as she hasn't been in years and I had never been before. In fact, I think I'd actually only ever been to a zoo maybe once or twice in my life, and the last time was at least over 10 years ago. But I was really excited about going, as I absolutely love animals and I just heard nothing but really good things about this zoo. It cost an arm and a leg to get in, but it was just totally worth it, as we were there for like 4 or 5 hours and we managed to see almost every animal. We were rushing around a little bit, but you know, we still had loads of fun. We saw loads of really cool animals. I tried to get as many photos as I could, but I was also shooting with the digicam, so I didn't exactly get as many as I wanted to. But anyway, those were the last photos that I took in May, so that's the end of the video. It's been a short one. I'm hoping to take more photos in June, and I'm wanting to create more videos as well, as I'm feeling a lot more inspired now than I have been for the past couple months. I've been in such a rut with my photos and videos, and it's really shown on this channel, as my videos just haven't been great, and I've taken barely any photos. But I want to turn that around, and I will try my best to do so. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.